Bonjour, I am Madame Smith and I'm your instructor for French 111. Let me introduce myself first. I am from Italy and France. I have been teaching this course for CSN for about 6 years now. I taught on campus, face to face, and then for the past 4 years I've taught French 111 online. What can I say about the course? It is 6 units, so half of the textbook, and you will use the other half. This is good news. You will use it for French 112, so the book is kind of expensive, but it's a very good investment because, as I said, you can use it for 2 classes, and also it is a very, very good book. I would say it's the best book in the market now for French. In the website is called Supersite, has a lot of activities. It has a lot of audio video recordings. The activities are varied, so it's never, it's not monotonous. That's what it is. It is very engaging, and so I'm sure that you will like it. You will like your textbook, which is the core of the instruction is actually in the textbook in Espace Supersite. So we have 6 units to go through. We will do 1 unit every 2 weeks. So part A and part B. First week we do part A, and the second week part B. At the end of the second week, we will have a test. First a mini quiz and then a test. So the mini quiz is due the day before the test, the unit test is due, and it covers the essentials, the bare minimum you need to know to attempt the test. The mini quiz has unlimited attempts because it's a formative activity. It's a formative assessment, meaning you take it to see if you're ready for the test. If you don't score well, I would say if you don't score a perfect 10 in the mini quiz, go back and restudy those parts that are more difficult for you, and then try the test. If you try the test before you're ready, you're not going to pass it, or you will pass it, but barely, and that will damage your final grade. So pay attention to these mini quizzes. Don't try the different choices because the mini quiz is multiple choice. Mostly 95% of the questions are multiple choice. Don't keep trying until you get it right. That's not the purpose of it. The purpose, as I said, is that when you get a wrong answer, you go back to the textbook and you restudy that part that is difficult for you. There is also the audio discussions that you will post right in the LMS in Canvas. So you will record them right there. There is a link, a button. You click on it, and you have either a camera or just the audio recording. It's up to you. I don't care. Sometimes people are not comfortable in front of cameras. I am not. And then you will post the audio discussion, your recording the first week, and the second week you will answer to 2 of your classmates. You answer based on what they recorded. And that's kind of to make you interact with your classmates. There is also homework quite a bit, and that is done in Espace Supersite. The homework is the core, really, of the instruction. Every activity in Espace, every activity that I assign as homework has unlimited attempts. Again, just like the mini quiz, it doesn't mean that you have to keep clicking until you get the right answer. Now, if you get wrong answers, on the left is there, left corner, up corner of top corner of the page, you will see a link that will direct you directly to the part of the textbook where you will find the right answer. So there's no excuses. You have to go back, check what you need to restudy, and then retake the activity. Also, very important, in this course, I want to give you feedback as much as possible, as much as you need. So again, in Super Sites, when you take an activity, the activity that I assign, at the end, on the bottom right corner of every exercise, you will see the option Ask Your Instructor. Well, that's a great feature because it is linked directly to the activity. So I will give you feedback exactly where you need it. So use that a lot. I normally answer these questions, give feedback within 24 hours or less, normally. In any case, no later than 48 hours. So please use it. It's an online course, but that doesn't mean that you have to learn everything by yourself. You still have a teacher. Here I am. So interact with me throughout the course, throughout the semester. Please, please, please ask a question. I want to be submerged by your questions. Because again, it is hard to teach and to study online. Believe me, I've been on both sides of the barricade. I've been an online student. I am still an online student because I'm doing a second master's degree online, and an online instructor. So I can see both sides. And based on my experience, which is extensive, I can tell you that the best way to learn online is by interacting with your instructor. And as I said, I don't mind. As a matter of fact, I prefer you to ask me when you have a problem. So if something is not clear, don't try to solve the problem by yourself. Ask me immediately. That's why I'm here again. If you have technical problems, though, don't ask me because I am not an IT person. So if you have a technical problem with Canvas, you will call the Canvas or the CSN tech support. If you have a technical problem with Espace Supersite, you call the Espace Supersite technical support. The numbers, all the contacts are in the Start Here module, which is basically where you are now. You will see there is a specific page I think it's called technical support actually. So, problems with grammar, with course content, you ask me. Technical problems, you ask the IT guys, please. Again, I'm not an IT person. Let me see. So we have one unit in 2 weeks. End of 2 weeks, we have the unit test. At the end of the course, we'll have a proctored final. The final is in two parts, a written part and an oral part. Basically, the written part is just like a unit test, but it will cover the all 6 units. And then there is the oral part, which is just like the audio discussions that you will take throughout the semester, that you will record throughout the semester, but you cannot have notes. I know it is frightening to stand in front of a computer and speak in a foreign language, but I understand that, so my grading will be based on understanding. I sympathize with you, believe me. What is the best way to study for this course? Well, if you want to be a successful student online, you have to be, first of all, highly motivated. And you have to be highly organized. And you have to be a self-starter. I'm sure you've heard this before. Study every day. At least do some like flashcards every day, or listen to audio recordings every day, or watch the videos every day. But do something every day for this course. Do not accumulate homework until the end of the week, please, because you're not going to be successful in this course. It is intensive. French is not an easy language. It is a wonderful language. It is a very beautiful language, but it's not easy. It's a very useful language because it's spoken in 5 continents. But again, it requires some continuous application. But you will like it. I'm sure you will like this course because especially the super site has activities that are very engaging. They're varied. So they're for all type of learners. No matter what your learning style is, you will find an activity there that suits it. And you will see, I'm sure you will like the super site. Another tip to be successful in this course, come to the live lessons. We have a live lesson for every unit, normally right before the unit test. It lasts 1 hour, but I normally I open the lesson early, so you can come earlier if you have questions, or I can stay longer normally. Normally I don't have to run away right, at the end of the hour, and they're very interactive. So I will go over in this 1 hour over the unit that we just studied, and then we do some practice together. Now, to count for attendance, remember you need to have 3 live lessons. You have to attend to 3 live lessons. To count for attendance, your microphone must work. Otherwise, you cannot answer my questions. You have to come in time because I lock the class too. And you have to stay for the whole duration of the live lesson. Otherwise, I cannot count it for attendance. As I said, you need to have 3 live lessons in the whole course, in the whole semester. You can come to all of them. That would be ideal. I try to give them at different times of the day and different days of the week. You will find them all listed in the schedule under syllabus and schedule and course schedule. And you could please download that document and and possibly print it. And then, based on your own schedule, just highlight the live lessons that you can attend and put them in your calendar, in your weekly planner, your iPhone. But again, they're very, very useful. Also, one good thing about the live lessons is that I grade the participation. I don't go, let me see here, all right, Joe has 5 wrong questions out of 10, well, that's an F. No, I grade your participation. As long as you participate, I don't care if you give the right or wrong answer. Try to give it right, of course. But we do these lessons to learn. So if you give me the wrong answer, I will correct it, and I will explain you why it's wrong, and I will explain what the right answer is instead. So these live lessons are a great way to learn, because you can ask questions too. If you participate to all 3 of them, you get 100% for the live lessons grade, which is a good way to get a good final grade. Another thing that you should really do to succeed in this course, and please do it as often as possible, and I will keep repeating this, is ask for feedback. Always. You have a problem, contact me. You don't understand anything, contact me. Send me an email. Or the best thing, when you are on the super site, when you're doing homework, at the end of every activity, on the right bottom corner, there is an icon, a button that says Ask Your Instructor. Well, that's a great feature, because you can ask a question right in that activity, right for the specific question that you could not figure out or you answered wrong. So use it as much as possible. If there, try to solve the problems, trying to answer the question on your own, but after 2 or 3 times, just ask me. I normally give an answer again within 24 hours, normally no later than 48. So if you start doing your homework early on in the week, which is ideal, you will be ready for the test. So again, this is the best way. Interact with me and you will be successful in this course. Interact with me, that's why I'm here. I design the course, but I also teach it. And the teaching part is much more fun than the designing part, believe me. So I truly enjoy this interaction with my students. So don't be afraid of asking questions. You don't bother me. If you want, we can set up conferences. You send me an email, you tell me your availability, and we can have private conferences online. But just keep asking, okay? Not IT, not technical questions, please. Grammar, yes. At the end of the course, you'll have the final, as I said. The schedule for the final will be posted in due time, like possibly in September, sometimes in September. And then you will take the final at the language lab because it's proctored. If you are not in Vegas and you cannot go either to Charleston or Cheyenne, you will have to find a testing center in the town where you are. It can be over. Some of my students are taking the class from overseas. But there will be a website with all the testing centers worldwide. Well, I really, really hope that you will enjoy learning French. I hope you will enjoy learning French with me. I welcome feedback on my course, on my teaching style. Anytime, if you see something that needs to be improved, something that you think is not, doesn't really work well, give me feedback. Anytime, I'm open to it. Feedback is the best thing for us instructors and designers of courses, because it is hard to see. You have the best view of my course from the other side. And sometimes it is hard for us to see the course from the right perspective, which is the student perspective. So give me feedback. Again, you see something that should be modified, that would work better in a different way, just tell me. And well, I wish you, I, I hope you will have again a good course, and un bon voyage. And merci. Thank you for coming to my course.